Hello, everybody. So I just want to talk about something that is really important, I think, for young people, particularly people that are at secondary school, people at national school, even particularly. So after the crash in 2008, a lot of sports facilities, other places for young people to hang out, youth clubs, I suppose we call them too, where you could play ping pong, stuff like that, things like that, after school or anything like that. Majority of that stuff in the rural towns and all, not so much in big cities and towns. But in rural County Cavan, take for example, there's very, very little to do for young people, teenagers, etc. There's very little to do. Now, I do give credit before I go any further, just talking about Cavan. There is a club in Cavan that does snooker and that kind of stuff. The YMCA there, it's a great club for young people after school to go and play a bit of snooker and stuff like that. I think they have Preven Pool there too. So it's a good week up, and we need more of that in Cavan. We need more of that around the country for young people to do after school. Because let's be fair, it's a lot better than being on your phone, looking into your phone. And I agree, I'd rather be out and about doing something, or even anything at all. It's great. It's great for the mind. It's great just to get mind off everything, especially with social media. It's too much on people. All this crack with social media. My head's flizzled just thinking about all the stuff with the election. So we do need to look at that because there was a lot of clubs and a lot of stuff closed. There used to be hundreds of playgrounds and stuff like that and different things for young people. Now the majority of that's gone, or abandoned or run down, etc., etc. But I do think even having youth clubs where they could play, basketball and stuff like that inside, stuff like that would be great. Because in rural Ireland, there's not that much. In Cavan, for example, in Cavan Town, you have the YMCA that's open. You have the cinema if people want to go that, and that's about it. You have the skate park in Consmiths Park, for example. They're talking about building a basketball court, which is very welcome, of course, and the playground there beside Cavan Institute. But apart from that, there's not much more than that. I think if we had a youth club, like a building that was a youth club, that had many favourite activities, take for example, not ice hockey, but other facilities like that, basketball, other things like that people could do after school. Again, a youth club would be great. That people could hang out, chill out, play a game or two of different things like that. Not so much ice hockey. I think that's a bit but air hockey. I think that was the word I was looking for. It's called an ice hockey, air hockey too. Because there's not enough facilities for young people to do, and obviously a lot of young people too, when they have nothing to do and stuff like that cause development, etc., etc., etc. So I do think it's important because years ago when I was growing up, we could play outside, do things nowadays, but people need things to do and stuff like that. But obviously when the crash came, a lot of things closed down, etc., etc. And we do need to look at that. But the other thing that's going to it's really fucking over places like that, for young people, etc., youth clubs, etc., etc., same as community centres for community events, etc., etc., is the insurance. The insurance for places that hold people, etc., particularly young people, children, is gone through the roof. It is generally just gone through the roof, and it's insane to see the price increase for insurance. Take for example, there's many youth clubs, etc., etc., that are closing because the price of insurance is skyrocketed. It's skyrocketed for places like that. Take for example, places for kids' birthday parties. There used to be 3 or 4 in Cavan. Now there's only 1 left, and they're paying outrageous amount of money in insurance to have it to stay open, basically, because you need insurance to stay open. Especially in them kind of places where kids are playing, young kids, etc., etc., playing on bouncy castles or other things like that. Accidents are bound to happen, regardless of how careful you are, etc., etc., all the health and safety. Things are about to happen, especially young children. But the price of insurance is insane. And the same with many things. That's the problem, the insurance in this sector. So we need to look at it particularly because again it'd be good for young people to interact, get to know each other, etc., etc. Because I think we'll spend, me included, I suppose, the majority of young people, we'll spend too much time on social media. We're not spending enough time looking around on the world around us, etc. Appreciating the world around us, appreciating life. It's all this kind of second life on social media. And, again, I'm some person to talk to, but at least I always try and get walks in and stuff like that. And a majority of the day too, I'm out walking and stuff like that. So I don't get much time to look at my phone during the day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the majority of the time, it's only maybe, out of the 8-hour walk day I have, it's maybe 20 minutes. That's really it. So, and even when I was at secondary school, I never used to bring my phone, etc., etc. I wanted to switch off basically when I was at school, etc., etc. Just to give my eyes a rest, etc., etc. I like doing that, and it's good for your health. And the same with even just playing the game of snooker, into that, say for example, the YMCA, in other places too. There should be other places in Cavan and other parts of the country too. Because there simply is not enough facilities for young people to do things and hang out and chill out and enjoy life, I suppose, in that way. Compared to just hanging around streets, etc., etc. That's what's happening at the moment. So I do think we need to look at that, the election. Thank you.